Hi everybody, Litronix here, and today we're gonna be playing Auriel at the Garden of Terror. So let's have a look at our team compositions. It's gonna be Auriel, Cho'Gall, Kerrigan, and Zul versus Auriel, Raynor, Nazebo, Usyr, and Diablo. I actually haven't played Auriel with Cho'Gall on my team, so this should be extremely fun. Because you can get just like an incredible amount of energy, of hope energy, just from leaving, like you bestow hope on Cho'Gall, because they are two heroes. Basically they do the same amount of damage as two heroes would do, and they tend to be the lightning rod in the team fights. So if you go for the empathic link at level 7, you can also get a lot of energy through them taking damage, which is also pretty good, pretty damn good. I actually have played Auriel a lot since her release, and she is just amazing. Like she's definitely the hardest hero in the game, like hands down. Like I don't know, like it's so hard to explain this, because there are so many things that you need to consider about, well, like when you're playing Auriel. I have kind of the same feelings that I had when Medivh was released. That like with a good team, Medivh was incredibly strong, but with a team that doesn't know how to utilize the potential that Medivh brings to the team comp, he felt almost useless. And with like when playing Auriel, that feeling is only amplified like by, I don't know, 100%, because like you do more things than Medivh does. As Medivh, you don't need your teammates to damage the enemy team in order to give shields or to damage, you know? You just like put portals, like hope that your allies use them, like shield them, hopefully they will do damage while they shield it. But as Auriel, you need your team to do damage to heal them. You need your team to not be afraid to fight, because like you can, like when you have Auriel on your team, you can literally win every single fight. Because of the way her healing works. At first I thought that, okay, so she isn't like a mana type healer, so she probably will have slightly less numbers than other healers do, because she can't heal as consistently as other heroes, but somehow her numbers are tweaked in such a way that she actually has the same healing output than most healers. Like, I'm constantly outperforming like Malfurions, Rhaegars, Lily, like easily. I actually haven't played versus Rhaegar or like with Rhaegar on my team, but it's really interesting. It's really interesting how Auriel is actually viable as solo healer. I never thought that something like that would be possible. And her hero design as a support, as a healer, is very interesting. So good job by Blizzard making her so damn fun to play. She also doesn't really have a build pass. That's one of the reasons why I didn't pick level 1 talent. I will actually go for Searing Light, because it's kind of good like in late game with Reservoir of Hope. You are able to like nuke, like put down AoE nukes for like 500 damage on average every time you cast your Ray of Heaven, which is not that bad. Like if you go for the Bursting Light talent, and if your team has enough damage output so that you can get like every cast of Ray of Heaven is like a 90% charged energy heal, then you can do a ton of damage to the enemy team as a support healer. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. But at level 4 we'll go for repeated offense. Oh my god, that was a really clutch stun by Kerrigan. And look at how much damage we actually done there. And we actually got a stun on Raynor. Maybe Kerrigan has another combo. I'm sorry about that voice crack. That was a little bit weird, but yeah, repeated offense is actually my favorite talent. Okay, so Zera actually builds for Auriel, and the default build you would go for is probably repeated offense, and then you would grab either Bursting Light or Empathic Link, depending on how much energy you can generate as a team. Oh, I'm sorry. How much energy you can generate as a team. Like if you have a lot of tanks that don't do much damage, you really want to go for Empathic Link, otherwise you won't have enough healing to justify going for Bursting Light. If you have damage dealers or Cho'Gall, then you might want to go for Bursting Light, because you will have your energy charged up almost constantly. Like one Flame Strike from Keltas actually completely fills up your energy bar, even when you have like 2000 energy or something like that. It's still pretty damn great. Can we get a kill on this Diablo? There we go. Can we get a kill on Nazeebo though? So we are chasing him down. Kerrigan doing her job. There we go. Good stuff. Good job, team. Yeah, this is actually pretty fun going with Cho'Gall, because like I'm looking at my energy bar and it's always almost full, which is kind of ridiculous. So yeah, level 7 we'll go for Bursting Light. I just want to try it out to see whether Cho'Gall actually makes for basically a full energy bar whenever we want it. Hopefully it does. Oh, can we get... Oh, that just wasn't just slightly not enough. Like, if we actually had our level 16 Reservoir of Hope charge, that would have done a ton more damage, but as it stands, it was... it helped. I mean, obviously it helped, but obviously wasn't that crucial. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is actually amazing, because... wow. We actually let Kerrigan die there, but not much we could have done. Because what Cho'Gall brings to the table is basically amplified by Auriel. Like, Cho'Gall is this really strong team fighter. Like, he is a giant body that's really hard to kill. And Auriel basically makes her team really hard to kill, because every single point of damage they deal, you can almost like heal up almost instantly, which is pretty damn great. I will go ahead and heal Cho'Gall there with my energy. So yeah, at level 7, Empathic Bursting Light. At level 10, it's definitely Crystal Aegis. I have never went for Resurrect, and I just don't see how it's going to be ever useful in a situation where you actually like team fighting. You know, it's... I mean, it can be used to mitigate the disadvantages like your team gets, but I really don't see it being that helpful. Like, it helps after you already lost the team fight, which is not a... Oh, almost there. Was almost there. Like, if Zul actually ran towards me, I could have maybe saved him. I had 700 healing stored, so that might have been nice. Now we have the Crystal Aegis, so we... Can we do enough, so... We'll go ahead and heal Cho'Gall there for, like, constantly, because of our healing output. Cho'Gall's energy generation, man, this is pretty great. And I will use my Crystal Aegis, do a bunch of damage to... Oh, that was so cool. That was so damn cool. Can Kerrigan do a combo now? Oh, she actually caught Booster there. Oh man, that stun was actually quite clutch. Can I get a... Oh man, almost. Okay, but our Ray of Heaven actually finished the job off. Oh, that was cool. That was pretty cool. So yeah, Auriel is definitely one of my favorite heroes right now. She's just like, there are so many things that you need to consider when playing her to be effective, and it's just it feels great. Like, when you actually pull off those clutch saves, and when you can basically heal your team to full every 2 seconds. It's such an amazing feeling as a support, because, I mean, you are just doing the perfect job in what you are supposed to be doing. It just feels great. Once again, into a crystal. Can we do a bunch of damage to people? I will try to heal. Oh no, the polymorph and the stun. Oh, that was so clutch. The God and Terror polymorph. Wow, that Auriel using the Crystal Aegis to kill us. That was perfect. Good job by her. I basically got baited. I tried to kind of maneuver around, maybe get a stun and then heal up. But she did a perfect job, like using Crystal Aegis to save herself and in the process kill me with the damage. So that was cool. Who do we want in the Terror? I feel Zul. Yeah, because Zul... Okay, Cho'Gall is also fine. Yeah, because Garden Terror, what Garden Terror does for Cho'Gall is that it allows him to not die when he dies. Like, he still does the damage the Gall does, but if they kill Garden Terror, you don't lose two teammates, you know? So it's not the worst idea to put Cho'Gall into a Terror. Definitely not the best, but by far not the worst. Ah, not enough momentum there. Also, like, in the process of learning Auriel, I've made so many mistakes, like ridiculous mistakes, where you would just like save people with your crystal Aegis or save them with your Repelling Strike. Like at the beginning of this video, I did something. I actually don't remember what it was, but I did something really stupid that ended up saving Uther, I believe. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to learn to mitigate all of those potential mistakes that happen while you are playing Auriel. I think it's gonna be fun. So yeah, but this healing. Oh no, the stun. I wasn't there, like, just a second too late. Just a second too late. I can't help you, Cho'Gall, there. I'm sorry, you're on your own. Unless you can run down. Nope. Okay, great. But our Garden Terror actually did a ton of work in the mid lane. So that was actually a huge win for our team. Also, something interesting about Auriel is that you don't really need to go back that much, because you don't have mana. And all you really need to do to heal up is to do damage, or to let your teammates do damage. So that's kind of... I'm on my way. No. There we go. Good job, Zul. Or let your teammates do damage so that you can just heal up easily. Let's give the hope to Kerrigan. I believe she has more damage output than Zul. At level 13, you... Okay, so level 13 is the talent tier that you kind of want to be building around a little bit, because if enemies have lots of melee assassins, like let's say they have Butcher, Illidan, Zul, Kerrigan, somebody like that, you want to go for Blinding Dash plus Righteous Assault. And that actually allows you to literally have permanent blinds on the enemy team, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, Auriel is literally the only hero that can do something like that. Oh, that was pretty sad that Zul ended up dying. We want our level... Okay, we actually didn't pick our level 13 yet. So that's my bad. I will go for Repelling Strike. Oh, that was not what I expected there. No. Cho'Gall, we needed more damage from Cho'Gall. Did I even have my Bestow Hope on Cho'Gall there? I don't remember. Maybe I made a huge mistake there, but... Yeah. That actually should have went a lot better than it did. I don't know. Maybe I should have picked my talent a little bit earlier. Then I got a little bit too distracted there, but... Ooh, this is tough. Yeah, that's bad. Ooh. Yeah, Cho'Gall teams always have such a big like swing radius, I guess. Like when one death of Cho'Gall can completely turn around the game. Like, you can be dominating the game with Cho'Gall for like 20 minutes, right? And then Cho'Gall dies once, and now the enemy team has a minute to come back, because like you can't really do anything in 3 versus 5 scenario, you know? So it just ends up being very hit and miss. So at level 16 we'll go for Reservoir of Hope. Finally we can start stacking up our Ray of Heaven, because right now it can only heal for almost 1000 health, and that's really not much. But after a couple of casts we'll get to like 2000 healing, 3000 healing, and hopefully with Cho'Gall we might eventually reach like some huge heals of like 3, 4... That's 4000 healing. Like, when you think about like that's an insane amount of heal. Like it's so much. Auriel is just ridiculous. So yeah, and that's why I feel kind of impressed by the fact that Blizzard were actually able to balance her numbers, to tweak her numbers in such a way that she isn't overpowered. Because if she would have healed slightly higher than right now, she would kind of feel overwhelming for the enemy team, because they will never deal enough damage to you to win the trade. Okay, status. Healing. Healing. Almost. Okay, Cho'Gall killed Diablo there. Definitely not... oh, almost. Almost hit... oh man, you can fight this, I think. If he actually fights this, we might do good here, but he just decided to run, which is fine. Man, that was kind of bad that Cho'Gall actually went for Diablo there. He should have just ignored him and helped Kerrigan Azul. It would have been a much better result there, but what happened happened. Not much we can do about it. Also at level 16, like I was talking about the fact that you don't really have a build for Auriel. At level 16, by default, you kind of want to go for Reservoir of Hope. And then if you have some strong carries on your team, like for example, if your team consists of, let's say, Vikings, Abyssur, Murky, and then you have one Chromie, for example, you definitely want to be going for the ability power talent. And the same goes for if instead of Chromie it's somebody like Raynor. You definitely want to be going for the attack speed. But by default, I think you will go grab Reservoir of Hope, because it ends up being like more healing, because like not only it amplifies the amount of heals, it allows you to waste less healing, because every time you hit full healing bar like this, you are basically wasting your healing potential, because you are not healing whereas you should be. Oh my god, that was my bad. I could have easily saved Kerrigan there, but I didn't. Oh my god, was that enough? Please damage, please do damage to the terror. Please damage him. If you damage him, I can easily heal up. There we go. Ooh, this is tough. So yeah, every time your energy bar goes full and you don't use your Ray of Heaven immediately, you're wasting healing. And in team fights, like when you have your mages doing huge amounts of AoE damage, I'm talking like 3000, 4000 per cast, you are literally wasting a lot of healing, because your maximum energy is only like 900 or whatever at level 20. 1000 level 20, something like that. So it's definitely a good idea to grab Reservoir of Hope for that reason, on its own. I think so. Wow, Azul is actually really low on health there. So I will let Cho'Gall do the damage stacking there, the energy stacking, and then I will heal them like this. Can we get something else done? Can we get enough? Nope, nothing is going on. Great. It's actually kind of tough because we have Zul, and he is very like melee oriented. So if he can't catch up with the enemy team, he is almost useless. If we had some sort of range damage or a mage, something like that, this game probably would have been a lot easier, because, well, because we would have some range damage. Because right now we only have melee characters. If you want to, unless you want to consider Gall and me as range damage dealers, which is probably not the best ideas. Yeah, by the way, the damage dealing, I feel like Auriel is probably the third. What am I trying to say? Like, if you compare the damage that supports can do, that healers can do, it would probably be, the first place would be Karazim with the damage build, like full-on damage build, then it's probably gonna be Tyrande, and then it's gonna be Auriel. But you do need to kind of position aggressively and stay kind of aggressive as Auriel to do your damage. That's why I kind of like this approach of building around Ray of Heaven damage, because that way you can help out with the damage even by staying way back in safety. Like, you don't need to come in your Q range to do damage with this build. So that's nice, because when you go for increased clarity, you definitely want to utilize, if you want to utilize that talent, you basically need to be melee, and that's probably not the best of the ideas. Oh, that was awful, actually. Oh no, please do something. Wow, like, choke, man, they're just destroying us. Raynor with the Giant Killer, I believe, is just chewing through Cho'Gall without any problems whatsoever. Yeah, look at his damage output, it's kind of crazy. So I do wonder how we can pull this game back. Yeah, if they didn't have a Giant Killer, it would have been so easy. I'm like, it would be ridiculously easy. So I feel like for this game we want to go for Diamond Resolve. By the way, you can go for like literally any of these talents, all of them are good. You want to use Shield of Hope when your allies are below 50% health. That way you shield them for at least 25% of their health. Whereas with the Storm Shield you would only be shielding them for 20%. So that's definitely like a better... Oh no, I'm so bad, that was awful. Oh my god, that was awful. The positioning from me there, right there, that was just terrible. I basically allowed Diablo to combo me, and then I just got chain stunned to death, which is not the best thing ever. Man, that polymorph. Oh, that was really clutch by the God and Terror, like, it was just perfect. I do wonder who we want to focus on the enemy team though, because they have two healers. They have Uther and Auriel. You can't really focus Auriel because she will just be healed by Uther. At the same time, you can't really focus Uther because if he dies, he will only heal up that much more, so that's kind of irrelevant. Man, I shouldn't have died there. We could have maybe wiped them there if my team had my support. Or maybe we could have saved it, at least saved the keep, but my death was really bad right there. This stuff. By the way, we already have 2000 potential healing, which is pretty great. Like, how much health do we have? We have 4000, so Cho'Gall has like 6-7,000 right now. So it's definitely a big difference between, like, it's actually a huge difference between when you cast your Ray of Heaven and you heal for 1000 health and 2000 health. It's a huge difference, so that's one of the reasons I do actually like Reservoir of Hope a lot as a talent. It's pretty damn great. Okay, we do need to do something though here. We can't really stall this forever. Oh no, the stuns, all of the stuns, oh, so painful. Can Kerrigan clean up though? Why did you... Oh, this is bad. Yeah, they have too many, like, cross control. The Diablo double stuns. I believe we killed Diablo, and that was the biggest mistake we could have ever done because of his dying breath. Yeah. If he only had one stun, I would have been stunned there, and then I would have been free to heal or at least escape, but because we focused him, he procced his stun literally twice. Like, it was basically perfect timing by him to make a chain stun, and he just killed me with it. It was kind of ridiculous. Wow, that was tough, but we do match the Uther's healing, so there you go. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.